Tonight, a powerful storm is moving in. You can see it in these live images from Sacramento and I-80 at Kingvale in the Sierra. And thanks to EarthCam for a look at the storm in San Francisco. In Southern California, LA's also bracing for rain and the threat of landslides. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Laura Painter.
And I'm Chris Thomas. We are tracking a pretty big storm tonight, and so we do have live team coverage. ABC 10's Garshpal Sunga is in Kingvale as the snow is starting to fall. And Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods is tracking the latest conditions. But we start with Garshpal. How are things looking there tonight?
Yeah, Chris, things are coming down. It's been like this for about the past hour or two, and we know that is going to change as we get into the morning hours. Right behind me, that is I-80. Things for the most part have remained calm, but let me go and show you over here. We haven't touched this portion. This is what has accumulated over the past hour or so. This is less than an inch, but we know that is going to turn into feet as we go through the heart of this storm. So Caltrans is saying all hands are on deck. They expect dangerous driving conditions and at times whiteout conditions. So if you're thinking about hitting the road, they say think twice. At the Caltrans Kingvale Maintenance Yard.
We go on storm watch now, so that means 12-hour shifts for our staff, 24/7 coverage.
Crews are getting ready for what the latest winter storm will bring, as officials are bracing for difficult and dangerous travel conditions in the Sierra.
We're looking at a much bigger system than we had last week, with up to 5 feet of snow in the Sierra.
Steve Nelson with Caltrans District 3 says crews are on standby, and they have 200 pieces of equipment in place across the key routes along I-80 and Highway 50. But even with all the prep, travelers should expect major disruptions, he says, as the storm passes through.
But we're just letting people know that, especially over the next 2 days, that it's not going to be, easy sledding to get up there.
And for those who are sledding on a Wednesday night at Boreal Mountain Resort, they can't wait for the fresh powder the storm is forecasted to bring.
Definitely a little icy, excited for the next storm to bring some new soft snow.
More rain or snow, but I'd rather see it in snowfall.
For many, the snow is a welcome sight. After a slow start to the year, some are hoping this storm will be a start to a much-needed snowpack boost.
Yeah, I'm super happy. I just don't like drought talk, so I'm happy when it snows and rains. We have a race on Monday, and it'd be nice to have some powder. It's been a little icy.
And Caltrans says in the Sierra, expect travel delays, road closures, and chain controls. And speaking of chain controls, right now they're in effect for both sides of I-80. So it's only been snowing for about an hour to 2 hours, and they're in effect. Expect what they're going to do when it really starts snowing here. So Caltrans says travel to the Sierra highly discouraged. Reporting live in Kingvale, Garshpal Sunga, ABC 10.
We can't stress that enough. Please be safe out there, especially as we head into a long holiday weekend. Garshpal, thank you. Meanwhile, Sutter County is preparing for more heavy rain. The flooding last week forced some people to evacuate.
At Tisdale Weir, officials are closely monitoring debris buildup, a key concern after the last storm. The Sacramento River hit flood stage at 68 feet, forcing evacuations at Lovey's Landing RV Park, which remains under evacuation orders.
We're expecting about another half a foot rise out of the river from this last storm that's coming in. Between the reservoir releases and the lack of rain, we expect the water to continue to go down.
Emergency crews are out monitoring roadways and levees. This season, Sutter County has more resources thanks to a state grant allowing for levee maintenance and aerial drone monitoring. Residents are urged to sign up for emergency alerts at the website preparedsutter.org.
And tonight, with more rain in the forecast, there are new concerns about communities still recovering from the deadly wildfires in LA. Tonight, much of the area is under a flood watch, and as you see here, they have concrete barriers up on roads, and people are using sandbags to try and protect their property from mudslides. Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods is standing by with a closer look at what to expect for the morning commute.
Well, we're going to see this storm impacting all of California, as we've been highlighting there. Rain showers continuing to move in right now as we take a look at our radar, and we're looking at areas of moderate to heavy rain continuing to pick up there. So we'll be watching that on ABC 10 Plus as well. Here's a look at our radar over the past couple of hours. It started up shortly after the evening commute, just kind of some light showers across the Bay Area and then steady stream of wet weather moving in. Now you can see the heavier bands coming in from the coast. In fact, we're looking at some of the stronger parts of this storm impacting the northern San Joaquin Valley. So we're going to take a closer look right now at the northern San Joaquin Valley, where we have some of the stronger bands, and we actually need the rain there right now because the earlier storm systems have been favoring areas north of I-80. Now, south of Highway 50, snow falling at a pretty good clip there, a little bit more patchy in the 80-50 corridor north of I-80, though we are getting areas of some snow. Keep in mind, we have that cold air mass in place, so our snow level's about 4,500 to 5,000 feet. Warmer part of the storm coming in, big fetch of moisture, and that's going to give us that weather impact alert for tomorrow, with thunderstorms a possibility as well. Wind advisory in effect all the way through Friday morning. Winter storm warning in effect for the high country. And as Garge Paul was mentioning, travel up in the high country highly discouraged. Along with this avalanche watch, we'll continue to watch the back country vulnerability for those slides. Right now, 40s down low, 30s up top for the Sierra. So again, we're looking at snow coming in for the Sierra for tonight. Bands of heavier rain still to move through for tonight. This is what it looks like for the morning commute, and still the potential for some thunderstorms and some slick conditions for the evening commute as well. Flood watch in effect all the way through Friday night, with heavy rain and runoff leading to those higher rivers, creeks, streams, and all the normal trouble spots. Watch out for that morning commute. More on that coming up.
Yeah, very active overnight. Monica, thank you. New tonight, CHP in South Sacramento is investigating a two-vehicle crash on the MLK Jr. Boulevard Bridge over Highway 99. We're told there were several minor injuries. We are working to learn if weather played a part in this crash, so stay with ABC 10 for updates on air and online at abc10.com. And remember, for the latest weather information in your neighborhood, be sure to download the ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app. It is free to download on your TV.